Oh, hey guys. What's going on? This is Isaiah, Intelligent Psycho. Back in here with a uh spoiler review for Captain America: Brave New World. Yeah, basically we kind of get the idea of Sam. We started off with Sam Wilson basically taking the mantle as a Captain America, and we saw him going through the motions and going through the mantle of taking on that new leader, being in the new shoes of fulfilling that role as Cap and fulfilling the role as Captain America now. And he gets tagged along on the mission by with Joaquin Torres, played by Danny Ramirez. And so he gets a call. He gets a call knowing that it was a trade going on between the people for the adamantium and the people for adamantium. It was like and then it gets called by a dealer, and the serpent gets called, Seth Volker gets called, and the dealer, and it gets sent by a buyer. And so what happened down there, down in Mexico, is the serpent is dealing with he kidnaps a bunch of tourists, and he gets called by this buyer, and we see him, and once we see him dealing with this character, with this buyer, he's when he was supposed to be involved, and he has all the members of the military there, and we see Sam Wilson dealing with these guys, and he ends up taking them down, taking Seth Volker, the serpent, down, and come to find out that he ends up retrieving Ross invites Wilson and Torres to summon the world leaders at the White House. Wilson accepts that Bradley is also invited, and Ross asks Wilson to help him reform the Avengers. During the summit, Ross explains that the new metal, adamantium, has been discovered on a celestial island, which was reformed when the celestial atomic emerged in the Indian Ocean. It recovered where items were first refined and samples of the metal and were stolen from a Japanese mining operation. To avoid an arms race, Thaddeus Ross proposed a treaty to govern adamantium's mining and distribution. While he was talking, the song Mr. Blue plays and causes several men, including Bradley, to begin shooting at Ross and the other dignitaries. Apprehended by Ross, head of security, former Black Widow, and Ruth Bat Serpent, the men regain their senses and deny knowledge of the attack. While investigating, Wilson is ambushed by Sidewinder and captures him. Torres tracks a call on Sidewinder's phone, hidden back in West Virginia, and called Camp Echo 1. And Ross tries to salvage the treaty, but the Japanese government blames him for the theft of the adamantium and subsequent White House attack. Ross realizes that the mastermind of these events is Dr. Samuel Sterns, who gained advanced intelligence after being exposed to Bruce Banner's blood during the Abomination rampage through Harlem. Ross is imprisoned Sterns at Camp Echo 1, which public blame him for Abomination's actions and a promise to release him if Sterns helped him advance to the presidency. Wilson and Torres find Sterns and learn how to use technology and the song Mr. Blue to control minds. He escapes while they are fighting mind-controlled soldiers. Batsurf joins Wilson and Torres, and they met Wilson's military friend Dennis Dunphy, who has been taken Sidewinder into custody. Wilson learns enough to deduce Stern's plan to destroy Ross's reputation. Wilson, Torres, and Seraph go to Celestial Island, where Ross and the Prime Minister of Japan are racing to claim ownership of adamantium. Stern controls the minds of American plots who attack the Japanese fleet, and Wilson and Torres intercept the planes, convince the Japanese to stand down. Torres is critically injured in the fight, and Ross tells Wilson that he is dying of a heart failure, and Stearns had developed that had prolonged his life. Ross refused to release Stearns to fear that he would no longer make the pills, leading to Stearns' anger and plans for revenge. Yeah, going into that part of the plot of the movie, we saw that they were trying to. They saw that they got a call. Torres got to track the phone cell call of Sidewinder's cell, and which led to the thing that went on that Thaddeus Ross represented in the White House. It was a treaty that he was dealing with the people down in Tokyo, Japan, the world leader, and once they traced the phone calls and see what it was made and see how a whole other being and a whole other villain that got trapped down at Camp Echo 1, who was promised that he would get his life back together by Ross before he had took the presidency. But while he took the presidency, Samuel Stearns wanted to seek part of revenge, and you can tell that was what he wanted throughout the movie. And you saw that overall, Stearns would do anything to damage Ross's reputation and legacy. You saw that Wilson and Torres were willing to stop Stern and his plans, and to figure out how Stearns was able to control soldiers using mind control and using the fact that he had the serpent carrying by using to buy a part of a technology that can destroy and eliminate people in the human race. But yeah, this is kind of like a spoiler section review. I don't want to go into too much detail, but yeah, if you have you want any thoughts anybody wants to chat with me, go ahead. If you have seen it, tell me your thoughts about it. But other than that, tell me what you thought down in the comment section, and I am out. Thank you for watching.